Welcome to Texas Motor Speedway. This is Truck Talks. 3 races to go in the series. We are in this Monster Energy Cup Series season. We are at Texas. Shade onto the track with 3 races to go. Let's go through your lineup right now. First place, Kevin Harvick. Second, Kurt Busch. 3, Ryan Blaney. 4, Joey Logano. 5th, Eric Jones. 6, Martin Truex Jr. 7, Paul Menard. 8, Chase Elliott. 9, Eric Almirola. 10th, Kyle Busch. 11th, Ricky Stenhouse. 12th, Trevor Bayne. 13, Daniel Suarez. 14, Austin Dillon. 15, Brad Keselowski. 16, Alex Bowman. 17th, Kyle Larson. 18th, William Byron. 19th, A.J. Allmendinger. 20th, Ryan Newman. 21st, Jimmy Johnson. 22nd, Jimmy McMurray. 23rd, Chris Buescher. 24th, Ty Dillon. 25th, David Ragan. 26th, Bubba Wallace. 27th, Michael Dowell. 28th, Regan Smith. 29th, Matt DiBenedetto. 30th, Ross Chastain. 31st, Clint Bowyer. 32nd, Parker Kligerman. 33rd, Corey LaJoie. 34th, Landon Castle. 35th, Reed Thornton. 36th, Kyle Weatherman. 37th, J.D. Elliott. 38th, Denny Hamlin. 39th, Joey Gase. And 40th, David Starr. There's a big story right now, and let's see where he's placed at right now. The big story of the day. Lap 1, Clint Bowyer got into Denny Hamlin on the first lap, and they both had to go into the pits early, and that puts Clint Bowyer 2 laps down, so he's in trouble. He's in the playoffs too, so this is big playoff implications going into the final 4. Going a couple laps down will definitely, most likely ensure that he is not going on in the playoffs. 74 laps in, 193 miles per hour is your top speed. 1 lead change. Ryan Blaney gave it to Kevin Harvick. Eric Jones in the number 20, usually pretty strong here. And I think J.G. Ellie's running the Procure number 95 for Levine Family Racing this week. Casey Kane was set to finish his Cup Series career in it. Ended up giving it to J.G. Ellie because he fell ill and didn't want to come back out and finish the series. That's the battle for 5th and 6th, 4, 5, and 6, as a matter of fact. Kevin Harvick, the leader, not surprised there. He's been leading all season. Kurt Busch has been really consistently strong here in the playoffs, and he's showing that today with a good run in this race. First race in daylight savings time. That really does have a significant change to the track because the sun's going to be going down early. It's still going to be racing when the sun goes down, and that's going to change everything because the track is going to become cooler. It's going to become faster and slick and more slick, less grip on the track, so that could mean that there's going to be a big shootout to the end here. A fast race, we're thinking. 43 minutes in so far for 78 laps. That's the battle for 2nd and 3rd on your screen. Kevin Harvick over 2.5 seconds above them. Lead differential, that's about half the turn. Michael McDowell starting to make a difference in this battle. Even though they clear him, he did shorten the gap just a little bit. Kurt Busch obviously still in the playoffs. He's been doing pretty good this season. Whoa, Blaney touches him. It looks like he might have cut a tire. Contact with the number 51, Blaney. He gets up to speed, but he'll definitely lose a spot on Eric Jones. He'll pass the 51. Definitely not happy with the 51, as he came really close off Blaney. I don't give Blaney fault. He might have gotten a little loose, but still. The number 78 hasn't had the greatest playoffs, but he's made it to the round of 8. Ryan Blaney stays on the track. He looks like he's doing all right, but he might have some tire damage going on later in this stage, possibly. I think he wants for that 12 team, they want to caution. They want to check on the car, make sure everything's all right. Come in pit, check and see if everything's all right. But he'll stay on the track for now. Only lost one spot in that whole ordeal to Eric Jones, who takes up the 3rd spot now, right behind Kurt Busch. He'll be a second behind. Blaney, not even a second behind Eric Jones right now. Kurt Busch, over 2.5 seconds behind. As that is getting closer, the gap between Kurt Busch and Eric Jones into the corner. Eric Jones good on entry. Will Kurt even up with an exit? He's got a good exit off the corner. And I believe that is the end of the stage. Yes, that should be the end of the stage for stage 1. Stage 1 complete. Let's check out your top 10 for stage points. First, Kevin Harvick. Second, Kurt Busch. Third, Eric Jones. Fourth, Ryan Blaney. Fifth, Martin Truex Jr. Sixth, Joey Logano. Seventh, Kyle Busch. Eighth, Bernard Palmer. 9, Chase Elliott. And 10th, Eric Almirola getting your last stage point. All the excitement was at the beginning on the first lap with Clint Bowyer making contact with Denny Hamlin, not a playoff driver, sending them both to the pits early. They're both out on the track right now. Let's see what we're going to do about Lucky Dogs, and they are definitely not going to get it. Clint Bowyer's 2 laps down. He's going to have to get the waiver on this one and stay out, so he can't pit. Staying 2 laps down is sure suicide when it comes to the playoffs. He can't do that, or he's basically out of the playoffs if he can't get a win. Two races to go after this in the season. Stage 1 complete. Kevin Harvick, your stage winner as they enter the pits. Kevin Harvick leads us into the pits for our pit stops. Kevin Harvick dominant throughout stage 1. Can he win out of pit road? Let's see. 2 right side tires looks flawless. They're going to go with the 4 tires, 2 cans of gas. Harvick pulls away. Joey Logano right after him. Martin Truex Jr. follows suit, and Harvick will win off of pit road. Good start to the race for Harvick. Stage 1 wins the race off of pit road also. Ryan Blaney will stack up in 3rd. So even with that, he does come out of pit road. Sorry, he's in 4th. So he doesn't lose or gain anything on pit road, which I think you could count as a win, counting that he did have contact with the number 51. Nothing bad came of it, though. That is a good thing. AJ Allmendinger, the number 47. 2 races left in his career in the number 47 car. He does have a little bit of damage. It looks like a little cosmetic. Shouldn't make that big of a difference. We had big news earlier this week that Gray Galding is signing on with SS Greenlight Racing in the Xfinity Series full-time next year, so that's a big step up for him. Probably the biggest team that he's ever raced for. AJ Allmendinger. There. Kevin Harvick, stage your leader, starting at stage 2. Followed behind him is Kurt Busch, Eric Jones, and Joey Logano. That makes up your top 4. 5th, Ryan Blaney. That's your top 5. As we look forward to get back racing, that's the biggest video board in all of sports right in front there at Texas Motor Speedway. Clint Bowyer back in. This could mean sure death for him. A championship contender, oil leaking now. This could end his day. Is that gas? The gas is just going through. He's going to pull off. Is he going to stay out on the track? He's obviously got big issues with that car. And he will pull up to speed. He's bringing that number 14 up to speed. Let's see where he's figured out on the lap, how many laps down. He's still 2 laps down, 30th place. Still not going to be good for him in the championship. He'll go towards the end of the pack for this restart. He is not having a good day. Clipboard, 31st. Next to him in the double zeros, Landon Castle. Right in front of him is Bubba Wallace Jr. as we head to the flag. Green flag in the air. Stage 2 underway. Shade coming onto the straight front stretch. Cooling down the track. This turn is slick. They're all forming neck and neck, first and second, between Kevin Harvick and Joey Logano. Kevin Harvick able to edge off Kurt Busch. He's going to lose second now. Looks like Joey Logano will edge away from him in second. You got to put Joey Logano as one of the championship favorites at this point. He's been having a great 2 rounds. So is Kurt Busch, though. If he's able to fill the race, I think he's going on. Joey Logano's side draft off of him for second. 95th lap coming by. Joey Logano, second. Kevin Harvick, over a second ahead it looks like now. Kyle Busch has filed in now to 7th place. He was in 10th running at the end of stage 1. Ryan Blaney, Eric Jones trying to battle one more time after last time. We saw what happened. Blaney and the low line seems to be the way to go right now. Kyle Larson is probably not. And a huge prize for Ryan Blaney entry in the turn 3, and he will completely clear Jones. 97th lap. Caution out on the track. And that Lowe's car, Jimmy Johnson, has some damage on the right of it. We don't know the cause yet. 3 left in stage 2. We have a caution. Was it self-caused? That's the big question. Did he just hit the wall? Did he get loose and hit the wall? Definitely some debris on the track. That's the cause for the caution. Just about 200 laps to go. An hour into the race. Bubba Wallace comes around. Was he involved in the wreck? Yeah, it looks like he might have been involved in the wreck. Bubba Wallace. Some cars take the car's laps down, will take into the pits. Jimmy Johnson comes in. He's trying to figure out the damage and get some new tires on there. They'll slowly get that back out. They're going to try and bend it up and fix the aero on it. They don't want any rubbing either. Pit crew members will go under and bend out the back end. Then they'll put the tire out. They will put the bolts in. They're good. They'll bend it out just a little bit more. Probably use some tape to tape it shut so it stays there. And Jimmy Johnson's going to have to pull away. He doesn't want to go lap down. So he's going to have to come back in and finish his repairs. The strategy is to not go lap down. That's the way he's going with right now. And we are back green. Stage 200 laps in, 234 to go. Joey Logano, good start. He will clear Kevin Harvick in the turn 2. Kevin Harvick will stay even out of the turn 2 into this back straightaway. And now we are going to send this over to the Performance Racing Network for 50 laps. We'll be back at lap 150. You're watching Truck Talks. Welcome back to Texas. You're watching Truck Talks on YouTube. 148 laps in out of the 334. Joey Logano's your leader. 5 seconds behind him is Kurt Busch. Joey Logano able to really take off here of late. Obviously the fastest on the car on the track as they've begun to cycle through pit stops one at a time. And there's the number 41 of Kurt Busch, who is in second pitting now. We're about entering the pit stop window. This is all strategy we're looking at right here. As he pulls in, he's going to go to work 2 right side tires. They've got a can of gas going. They're going to go to the right side. They're going to go with 4 tires, 2 cans of gas. And Kurt Busch is off. Let's go through your running order of the top 10 right now during the pit cycle. First, Joey Logano. Second, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Third, Alex Bowman. Fourth, Austin Dillon. Fifth, Ty Dillon. The Dillon brothers are back-to-back. The leader comes in, Joey Logano. 6th, Bubba Wallace. 7th, Jimmy Johnson. 8th, Ryan Newman. 9th, Kevin Harvick. 10th, Kurt Busch. Joey Logano will come in. He'll relinquish his lead to Ricky Stenhouse Jr. for the time being. And he'll get to work. Can of gas. 2 right side tires they put in. They're going to make some adjustments to the cars, it looks like. Two cans of gas, and he's going to loosen up the car a little bit, excuse me. And he's off. So they'll loosen up the car a little bit, trying to get more speed out of it. And he's getting up to speed again. A little pack goes by full of Martin Truex Jr. and Brad Keselowski. Alex Bowman, your new leader. Austin Dillon, second. No one on pit road right now. Actually, one person leaving. And that's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Welcome back to NASCAR on Truck Talks. Shade's starting to go cover the track. Almost all of this turn 1 and 2 are covered. So the track has become slicker and faster as the sun starts to go down. Bubba Wallace in first. He's going to pull off. Kind of a bad pull off. He just kind of threw off just stamped on the brake right before. Could have caused a little bit of a problem. Jimmy Johnson's getting passed by Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick will come into first now. 2 lead changes, not including the pit stops. Ryan Blaney in third. That's a battle between Martin Truex Jr. and Brad Keselowski for 4th and 5th. Not that big right now, but the 0-0 will go in between. Oh, he's not going to give Brad Keselowski enough room. He kind of blocked him a little bit. Into the back straightaway, a block put on. Not really a block. I don't think he really meant to. Good entry by Brad Keselowski. And they are just playing zigzag with the lap cars. There goes DJ Kennington. Nice little side draft on JJ Yaley by Brad Keselowski. Joey Logano right behind him now. So that's 3, 5th, and 6th for Team Penske. They usually run well together. Mike Liddell pulls out of the pits. Let's go to the back of the field and see what's going on back there. Corey LaJoie pulls out of the race. He's 62 laps behind. 39th, David Starr. He's still in the race. Joey Gase, 38th. 10 laps down. 37th, Kyle Weatherman. 7 laps down. 36th, Reed Sorensen, 6 laps behind. And Landon Castle, 6 laps behind. JJ Yeley, 5 laps behind. That's 34th for him. Clint Boyer comes back into the pits. He's been having a hard day, starting on literally lap 1. Corey LaJoie still in the race. He's right in front of Martin Truex Jr. there. And the Gas Monkey Garage lime green car. Not really lime green, but more of a bright green, getting past Martin Truex Jr. Brad Keselowski going to side draft off of him and pass. Definitely one of the best paint schemes out there. Probably the best paint scheme out there to this weekend. And that's Corey LaJoie. Martin Truex Jr. opened up a steady gap between 3rd and 5th. He's currently running in 4th. Ty Dillon in between him and Joey Logano and Ryan Blaney. Ty Dillon, let's see where he's running. 19th, so better than his usual. His usual is about 29th, 30th. He is definitely one of the most consistent Cup drivers in the series right now. Well, really been throughout his career at Germain Racing. He's been very consistent. Bad entry by Martin Truex Jr. He's going to draft off the back of Ty Dillon. 170 laps in. And he'll finally go up for the pass. There's a look at our leader, Kevin Harvick. 4 seconds in front of Ryan Blaney now. He will take over the second position. And that is the green-white checkered. End of the stage. No, it was that Clint Boyer that pulled on the pit road right now. If so, that would be pretty costly to him. That is a penalty. You can't do that. You can't pit within 2 laps of the green-white checkered end of the stage. Stage 2 over. An hour and 37 minutes into the race. And we're back as they pull off a pit road. Let's run through our top 10 after pit stops. First, Kevin Harvick. Second, Ryan Blaney. Third, Martin Truex Jr. Fourth, Joey Logano. Fifth, Eric Jones. Sixth, Daniel Suarez. Seventh, Chase Elliott. Eighth, Alex Bowman. Ninth, William Byron. 10th, Brad Keselowski. Kurt Busch. 12th, Austin Dillon. 13th, Eric Almirola. 14th, Kyle Larson. 15th, Paul Menard. That's your top 15 right now. Paul Menard, after his switch to Wood Brothers, has pretty much been one of those less-known drivers that you talk, or not less known, but one of those drivers you don't talk about as much. Though he's been consistent in the 15 range. Clint Boyer coming in again. He's had major problems. And they'll do a little adjustment. They look like they tightened it up. and they'll throw the bar over. He's still 2 laps down, so he didn't pit with the rest. He took the wave round, and now he's in. But he'll pull away after adjustments. They'll tighten the car, 4 tires, and 2 cans of gas for Clint Boyer. A 173 laps in. It's been a good race so far, dominant by about 2 cars, and that's Kevin Harvick, and it's been dominant by about 4 cars. Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, Ryan Blaney, and Kurt Busch have really been dominant throughout this race. They've been at the top 4, but they have Brad Keselowski in the middle of that now. Brad Keselowski showing some speed at the end of stage 2. And is that the M&M's car pulling out of pit road? Yes, it is. That is Kyle Busch, who's in 21st place right now. He definitely fell off. Definitely a victim of a pit violation. Absolutely beautiful day in Texas, Fort Worth to be exact. This is the kind of days you really want to go see a race at a track. Beautiful weather, great race, an overall great day for racing. Kyle Busch remains in 21st. Didn't go a lap down, at least. So that's going to be the upside for him. But he's definitely not happy. And it looks like we're going to go green next lap. They're going double file. And we're back as the green flag is in the air. Joey Logano first, Brad Keselowski second. Third, Kevin Harvick. Fourth, Kurt Busch. Fifth, Martin Truex Jr. Sixth, Ryan Blaney. Seventh, Alex Bowman. Eighth, Austin Dillon. Ninth, Eric Jones. 10th, Eric Almirola. Eric Almirola is going to gain a position in 8th now for Eric Almirola. Eric Jones really seems to be slacking off in that third corner entry. He just hasn't seemed to get the hang of it. There's a battle now. Martin Truex Jr. and Kevin Harvick for 5th and 6th. First and second, Penske drivers battling it out. Sorry, that is for second and third now. Kurt Busch on the outside, Ryan Blaney on the inside. Dead even. Kurt Busch will pull at Ryan Blaney, and he will tuck under. And he'll come back. He's had a great entry in the third, as you can see it on display there. As he completely clears Kurt Busch. Joey Logano makes his way around also. That is also pretty cool paint scheme for Eric Almirola too. I would have to say that Smithfield paint scheme. He's doing all right now. Top 10 in the playoffs still. I don't know if he's been good enough to get into the top 4. I don't think so. He's probably going to need a win. He's pretty lucky he got into this with that lucky win at Talladega a few weeks ago. And it's starting to get into the late afternoon hours. Sun's starting to go behind. So that's why they've been making adjustments like crazy because you got some sun in some parts, some are not. About half the track not in the sun right now. Then you have those little patches of sun from the stands also. So that's also going to be a lot of change of track that's going to loosen the car. So they're probably pretty loose. I don't know about the handling of the car. It might be kind of everywhere at this point. Brad Keselowski maintains pace and lead on Ryan Blaney with about a second and a half. 188 laps in out of the 334. Brad Keselowski in the lead. On your screen, you have the battle for 6th and 7th. Martin Truex Jr. and Eric Almirola, those two on the screen. The field's about spread out on even distance by now. Stage 3. Well into it. About 15 laps in the stage 3. We're well off into it. So everyone's getting comfortable. Long race to go. The gap shortens between Brad Keselowski and Ryan Blaney. They come up on lap traffic. The first one of those, Kyle Weatherman. They will both clear easily. Look at this jump from Ryan Blaney into corner 3. He just has that huge, that great entry into turn 3. Probably the best out there. Out on the race right now with entry. Brad Keselowski has been fast. You gotta think these cars have been strong this race. I don't think we'd be surprised at anyone if you saw one of these cars victory lane later. They have definitely been the fastest out there. Except for Kevin Harvick, who's also been dominant. Kurt Busch, you could also see him out there too. Penske's running 1-3 though, so you gotta put their odds up there. They want a green race. That's a lot. That's over 134 laps. That's 141 laps. Green, they would have to go. Mile and a half are long. Not that long, no. That's Eric on your screen. Not quite fast enough. I don't get into the round of 4. The championship round, also known as. He would probably need a win to get in. He's been at the top 10. He's been consistently in the top 10, but that's not enough to get into the championship 4. You need more than that. Alex Bowman having a good day right behind them. Right behind him, Eric Jones in 9th. He'll get closer to that number 88 car. They're already pretty close to each other. Lap traffic's going to probably change that. And that's 10th. Austin Dillon in 10th. A solid day for him. He got out of the playoffs in the first round at the Roval, where his race ended early due to a wreck. And that is Chase Elliott in 12th. He had a great round of 12. Hasn't had a great round of 8 so far. A race left in it though. I don't know if he's done well enough to go on. 2 wins in the round of 12. He's hoping he can muster up a good race here. He's pretty good at Phoenix also. Kyle Busch is good at Phoenix / ISM Raceway. And 200 laps in, we'll hand it off to the Performance Racing Network for a few laps. Welcome back to Truck Talks, Texas. 260 out of the 334 laps in. 2 hours and 30 minutes in. Kevin Harvick, your leader again. Ryan Blaney behind him. Third place, Joey Logano. Fourth, Kurt Busch. Fifth, Eric Almirola. Sixth, Kyle Larson. Seventh, Eric Jones. Eighth, Chase Elliott. Ninth, Alex Bowman. 10th, Austin Dillon. 11th, Paul Menard. 12th, William Byron. 13th, Chris Buescher. 14th, Jimmy Johnson. 15th, Kyle Busch. 16th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 17th, Jamie McMurray. 18th, Bubba Wallace. 19th, Brad Keselowski. 20th, Trevor Bayne. 21st, AJ Allmendinger. 22nd, Ty Dillon. 23rd, Ryan Newman. 24th, David Reagan. 25th, Daniel Suarez. That's your top 25. As Alex Bowman passes Corey LaJoie. Alex Bowman not having a bad day at all. 9th place for him. Austin Dillon behind him not having a bad day. 10th place. Kyle Busch now, on the other hand, is having a bad day. He is 1 lap down in 15th. And he's not safe in the final round, ladies and gentlemen. He's still fighting for that playoff position. 1 lap down will not go well with him, though. If he wants to go on, he might need a win. He is good at ISM Raceway, however. There's our rookie, Will Byron, who's been pretty quiet this year. Been consistent, though. I don't know why I'm going so far back. He's definitely not that far back. 12th place for him. That's about where he's been running. He's definitely been good at some tracks, other tracks not so much. Kyle Busch. This isn't one of his best tracks. He's won here before, though. And it is turning into dusk in Texas. Beautiful day for racing. That's Joey Logano, 3rd place for him. About a second behind Ryan Blaney. 2 seconds behind, more than 2.5 seconds behind our leader, Kevin Harvick, who has had a good race car most of the day. Two 267 laps. This is usually our last lap at most half-mile tracks, the 267th lap. Not today, though. We are going 3:34. There have been 11 lead changes in all today. Most of those during pit cycles. Seems to be once you get the lead after a pit cycle, you seem to keep the lead until next time by. The most consistent driver so far has been Ryan Blaney in that 2nd spot. 2nd or 3rd, usually the place for him. And Joey Logano driving in the backstretch of the late afternoon sun in Texas. They are racing into the night, and he's loose off of turn 4. Matt DiBenedetto on top. He's loose. Not a very full crowd at Texas, but it is NFL Sunday after all. That has been up to debate for a couple of years now. Should they keep the season going into NFL season? Because that seems to take away a lot of the crowd. In the springtime, you're going to see full stands at Texas, but not during the NFL season, which is this week right now, this weekend. There are games going on right now even in Texas. Joey Logano in third right now has said that we should start, that the NASCAR season should stop before NFL season. He said that they should go visit each track once instead of twice. Eric Almirola hasn't really said anything about the subject yet, who's sitting in fourth. A career season so far for Eric Almirola with the win in Talladega, second win of his career. Other win at a restrictor plate race was at Daytona with Richard Petty Motorsports. At a rain delay, he was able to finish first. At the Coca-Cola 400 it was. The battle for third and fourth getting a little more tight. Eric Almirola gaining ground ever so slightly each lap. And he'll lose a little bit there in the entry of turn 3. Howell's exit of turn 4. It's not going to get him much, about even. Joey Logano, good exit off of turn 2. He'll edge out just a little bit more. Evenly spread out around the track. We are well settled into stage 3 after one caution so far. Kevin Harvick's hoping we can go green the whole way. Ryan Blaney hoping for the caution with the rest of the field. Ross Chastain up above both of them. Eric Almirola starting to gain ground again. Seems to be a push and tug kind of battle. 280 laps in. And Almirola will pit. I don't know if this will be his last. He might be anticipating a caution. He's definitely going to have to stretch it out, I think. But he's in. He's going to take 2 right. Kyle Larson passes. He's in. 2 left, 4 tires, 2 cans of gas. No adjustments, and he's off. Larson's in. As the field starts to file in, here's Eric Jones in the pits. He'll pull into his stall. They get to work on the right can of gas. Finish right, they'll pull around to the left side. 2 cans of gas, 4 tires, no adjustments. And he's off. Joey Logano, your leader. Kurt Busch in second. Joey Logano will peel off. Into his stall. They'll go to work on the right, 2 tires on the right. Gas. 2 on the left, another 2 cans of gas, 4 tires. No adjustments for Logano, he's off. Bubba Wallace ran the field there in his NASCAR racing experience paint scheme. Ryan Blaney in front, Brad Keselowski in front of him. Ryan Blaney clearly faster than the number 2 car. Brad might be looking to pit though, who knows. Jimmy Johnson, your leader now, after he put out a caution earlier with a spin. Blaney definitely has a fast car. Passed Brad Keselowski like it was nothing coming out of the turn. There's Corey LaJoie on top. On the bottom, Bubba Wallace. Eric Almirola, steady day behind him. In front of him, Brad Keselowski. And there's the fastest man on the track so far, Kevin Harvick in second. 4 seconds behind him, Ryan Blaney. What a gap. He really wants us to stay green. He wants it to be solidified into the championship 4. Can he get it? And is he looking to put a lap on Martin Truex Jr.? Looks like he's going to. That is a fast car there. The other part that's been debated lately is it the big three or is it just Harvick and Kyle Busch? Kyle Busch, though, hasn't been doing as great as he did at the beginning of the playoffs, as Kevin Harvick passes Martin Truex Jr. Harvick's been great. The big three hasn't really made fireworks this playoff. We've had a few other drivers that came in and done well. Martin Truex Jr. had problems earlier. He really fell off the pace for a while. He made his way back up the pack. Now he's back down again. And 15th, a lap behind. And Harvick officially takes the lead again. Second, Ryan Blaney, 4 seconds behind. All fours on the board for him right now. Behind Kevin Harvick. .39 laps left. At least Truex Jr. is faster than the slowest cars. That's a good thing for him. Landon Castle up above. Truex Jr. will go down low. And he is able to get the pass. Whoa, big spin. David Starr in the 97. That will bring out a caution. David Starr, who's had problems before in this race, brings out another caution. With 30 laps left. So that could be a big storyline here. Last thing that Harvick wanted to come out was a caution. He was running away with this one. Still 30 laps to go. Anyone's race, of course. This could really work to Kyle Busch's advantage. If he pitted, he can take the wave around here. But everyone else would have to pit though, so that might not work. But everyone might go in and top it off. So this, whether you pit or not, this could really change the whole playoff picture right now. And they are pitting. Brad Keselowski in 2 right tires. 2 left side tires, 2 cans of gas, 4 tires in all. And put a strip on the tape, no adjustments for Brad Keselowski. So they will come in and fill up before we go green. And now the lap cars are coming in. Martin Truex Jr. will tag along with that pack. He'll come in, had the pit weirdly because the 51 appeared to pitted weirdly. 2 right side, 2 left side, 4 tires in all, 2 cans of gas. No adjustments. And he's off. The lights are out on the track in Texas as we go into nighttime. Last little strip of sun on the track. The rest in the shade. "254 minutes into this race. Almost 3 hours. We've broadcasted for about 2 hours. Top speed still 193. We're going green this lap. Ryan Blaney will pull aside Kevin Harvick. And row 2, Eric Almirola, Joey Logano. Row 3, Eric Jones. And then on the high side, Kurt Busch. Row 4, Chase Elliott on the bottom. And Kyle Larson up high. Kyle Larson, tough playoffs. He's kind of disappeared from the picture altogether this playoffs. not just after he got kicked, he got eliminated. He just also hasn't had a really good showing in any of these races. Well, I mean, he has had a good showing. He just hasn't won any of them. He did pretty well at a couple weeks ago. And here they come, green flag. Ryan Blaney, good start. He does have a Team Penske teammate behind him, and he'll clear. Kevin Harvick will be able to get down low and block. No, he won't. Kevin Harvick will pull aside him, and he'll get the lead off Ryan Blaney. Eric Almirola having trouble. He is falling fast. And he'll fold in behind Chase Elliott. Kevin Harvick, your leader. Ryan Blaney, second. Third, Kurt Busch. Fourth, Kyle Larson. Fifth, Joey Logano. Sixth, Eric Jones. And Almirola's back in it. He passes Chase Elliott like he was not there. Kevin Harvick a steady lead. 0.7 of a second in front of Ryan Blaney. And the caution's back out. Good thing for Ryan Blaney. .28 laps to go. We have some cars on pit road. Bubba Wallace going in. Clint Boyer, who's had a really rough day, is in. 2 right-sided tires. Gas. 2 cans of gas. He took the wave around. 4 tires in all. 2 cans of gas. No adjustments. And he's off. Bubba Wallace having some troubles in the pits. He caused the caution. So they are tending to his car. As far as David Starr is still in this one, he's still turning laps. Green flag, Kevin Harvick on the inside. Ryan Blaney side drafts on the outside. Turn 1, Ryan Blaney able to clear again. Kevin Harvick will be able to get down low and block. He does. He'll block him. Look at this battle for third. Kurt Busch nowhere to go. Joey Logano side drafts. Kyle Larson running away in third. This is for fourth. Joey Logano able to get fourth. Fifth now. Fight Kurt Busch side drafts. Not able to clear Eric Jones. Eric Jones will file in. Or no, he won't. Eric Almirola will pull away. Inside line is the way to go right now. Ryan Blaney holds the lead on Kevin Harvick. Will he be able to keep it? 3:11. He is just ahead of Kevin Harvick. 1/10 of a second behind him is Kevin Harvick now. Blaney's got 22 laps to stay in the lead. Can he do it? If we can stay clean these next few laps, we probably will go all the way, providing that an engine doesn't blow or something. Starting to spread out. Ryan Blaney still in the lead. Second, Kevin Harvick. Third, Kyle Larson. Fourth, Joey Logano. Fifth, Kurt Busch. That's your top 5, and you're looking at 6 on your screen, Eric Almirola. Ryan Blaney made a little bit more, has made the gap a little bit bigger. Though up on the top of your screen you can see Kevin Harvick is still right on his tail. That is a draft that's going on back there. Drafting at its finest. All shade on the track. You can see the sun off in the distance. Lights are covering now. Slicker surface. And that's also could really change this race. Is someone's car not going to handle right due to the cooling surface? With officially 20 to go. Blaney, they are bumper. Kevin Harvick is riding on Blaney's bumper right now. Can he hold? Blaney's hoping so. He wants this win. This would be his second win of the season. Third win of his career. Kevin Harvick takes the lead. He finally is able to pass him on turn 3. Now he's leaving Blaney off in the dust. Kevin Harvick first. He wants to solidify his championship 4 spot. Kyle Larson third. Looks like Joey Logano is far behind. So is Kurt Busch in 5th. 5 seconds behind now. As Kevin Harvick is blazing the field, they are literally eating his dust. Almost a second ahead now. Harvick, he's been good at 1.5 miles, all year. Will he be able to get another win? And he'll be in the championship for the final race, which is at a half mile. Will he be able to win that? David Starr still turning laps. He's getting lapped again. Kevin Harvick driving away. 14 laps to go. Joey Logano, another top 3 would be great for him. Sorry, he's sitting in 4th right now, excuse me, though. Still a top 4, not bad at all. That will go a long way towards his... He's already in the championship. Kurt Busch, 5th, will go a long way. Same with Eric Almirola, 6th is quite good for him also. But I think the stories of the day are Martin Truex Jr., who has rebounded. He's in 10th. A really up and down day for him. But Kyle Busch, 17th, a lap down. He's in trouble. Clint Bowyer's basically out at this point. He's in 27th, 3 laps down. You got to think he's out. Unless he can get a win. 10 to go. We have a new top speed of 194. Kyle Larson lapping Chris Buescher in the number 51. Larson third, good day for him, a nice bounce back. Hasn't had the greatest last few races. This will go a long way for him. Kevin Harvick now second ahead of Ryan Blaney. Third, Kyle Larson. Fourth, Joey Logano. Fifth, Kurt Busch. Sixth, Eric Almirola. Seventh, Eric Jones. Eighth, Chase Elliott. Ninth, Martin Truex Jr. Made the look all the way back to 17th. A lap down, Kyle Busch. And then Clint Bowyer 3 laps down in 27th. Those are your playoff drivers right now. Eric Jones or Ryan Blaney aren't in it, though. I think there's Kyle Larson in the top 10. Four laps to go. Corey LaJoie being lapped now. Kevin Harvick and Kurt Busch behind him. Joey Logano. The field is settled with 4 to go. Blaney about 2 seconds behind Kevin Harvick. Whoa, caution. We have a caution on the track, 3 to go. Daniel Suarez involved. Look at the front. Kevin Harvick did not want that. Ryan Blaney had a huge restart last time. And we are going to have a green-white checkered as Daniel Suarez heads into the pits. He got turned around. Are the teams going to top off or not? That's the big question. Some of them might. Was it David Starr that caused the wreck again? David Starr is currently 50 laps down. And he's probably not the most liked guy on the tracker now. Caused 2 cautions. He's 50 laps down. They're probably thinking he should call it a day. There's the field lined up in order. Who's coming in? Some people are threatening. Most stay out. A lot threaten to stay in, but they're not going anywhere. There's Kyle Busch with the wave around. He's on the lead lap. This changes a lot in the playoffs. Kyle Busch back on the lead lap. That's pretty big. Brad Keselowski in. Jimmy Johnson in. Brad pulls away. There's a few cars in the pits, none of which are the leaders. Brad Keselowski's kind of fallen off the pace, though. So that's why he's going in. He's just trying to get a little extra going into this green flag, which they're hoping is going to be the last. Daniel Suarez still in the pits. Is he just going to stay there and go into the garage, or is he looking to come out? I mean, you got 5 laps left. I think you would want to come out in this. Shouldn't be that long of a caution. Wasn't that much debris. But this restart's going to be a big one. Kevin Harvick in first. Then you have Joey Logano in fourth. Those are your closest playoff drivers to the win right now. Daniel Suarez pulls off. He does have sparks, though. And it looks like they're looking to go green this lap. Clint Bowyer comes in. They'll take 2 right. He's got cans of gas. They're going to go with 4 tires, 2 cans of gas. No adjustments. And he's off. Looks like they pulled off some tape also. Kyle Busch is off too. Green this lap. This is where the adrenaline is at its highest, and this is where mistakes get made and where we stretch out the race. Couldn't imagine what it's like to be on the front row at a green-white checkered. These two are going to find out as the pace car comes into the pits. Kyle Larson. He's going to push Ryan Blaney. Kevin Harvick on the outside. Ryan Blaney on the inside. Harvick gets the advantage and clears him and charges in front. Second, Ryan Blaney. Third, Joey Logano. Fourth, Kyle Larson. Pulling up next to him is Eric Jones. Following suit is Chase Elliott, who's a playoff driver. Kevin Harvick pulls away once again. Last lap. Harvick's pulling away. Harvick to the line. He's in the championship. Kevin Harvick in the championship, ladies and gentlemen. Second driver to lock their spot. There he is, the second driver to lock his spot in the championship 4. Now it's Logano and Harvick. They're in the championship. As he comes by to celebrate, let's run through the results. First, Kevin Harvick. Second, Ryan Blaney. Third, Joey Logano. Fourth, Eric Jones. Fifth, Kyle Larson. Sixth, Chase Elliott. Seventh, Kurt Busch. Eighth, Eric Almirola. And 9th, Martin Truex Jr. 10th, Austin Dillon. 11th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 12th, Brad Keselowski. 13th, Paul Menard. 14th, Alex Bowman. 15th, Jimmy Johnson. 16th, William Byron. 17th, Kyle Busch. 18th, Ryan Newman. 19th, Jamie McMurray. 20th, AJ Allmendinger. 21st, Trevor Bayne. 22nd, Ty Dillon. 23rd, Chris Buescher. 24th, David Reagan. 25th, Bubba Wallace. 26th, Clint Boyer. 27th, Regan Smith. 28th, Daniel Suarez. 29th, Michael McDowell. 30th, Denny Hamlin. 31st, Parker Kligerman. 32nd, Ross Chastain. 33rd, Ryan Reed Sorensen. 34th, Kyle Weatherman. 35th, Landon Castle. 36th, Gigi Ellie. 37th, Joey Gase. 38th, Matt Benedetto. And 39th, David Starr. And in 40th, Corey LaJoie. All drivers finished the race. So that is the good part. Thank you guys for watching. This is Seamus McCune signing off here at Truck Talks on YouTube from Texas Motor Speedway. Thank you guys for watching.